Oh my God, look at the size of that thing.
It's moving so gracefully.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm taking you to meet some truly special fish, Pokemon fish. Rare aquatic creatures with colors and characteristics unlike any ordinary species. In today's vlog, I'll be carefully selecting different Pokemon fish to bring back to Goldeen Aquarium shop. After that, I'll show you how we acclimate them, monitor their health, and create a stable habitat so they can adapt and thrive. The goal isn't just to make them look beautiful, but to help these creatures grow healthily and fully express their natural beauty. If you enjoy rare and unusual fish and want to explore the aquatic world from a fresh perspective, come along and follow today's journey with me.
All right, I've bought a few kinds of fish. Now let's head home. Make sure you watch until the end to see exactly what fish I got.
All right, so this little guy is a Barboach. He's a bottom-dwelling species, kind of like a tiny catfish, and he spends most of his time hanging out down in the sand.
Barboach uses those whiskers to feel around for food. You'll see him wiggle into the sand like that Corey. Totally normal behavior, and honestly pretty fun to watch.
I feed him sinking pellets since he stays near the bottom. Just a small amount once or twice a day, and keeping the water clean is the key to keeping him healthy.
All right, Nicole, this one's a Basculin. Totally different vibe from my other fish. A Basculin cost me around 40 bucks. They're known for being aggressive and super active, so you really got to plan the tank around that energy.
They actually like stronger currents, kind of like river fish. That's why I added a power head to keep the water moving.
They're super territorial too. You see how he patrols the tank? Basculin don't just swim, they own the space.
Feeding time is wild with this one. He goes straight for floating food, and you got to be careful not to overdo it because they'll just keep eating.
Okay, this little glowing guy is Chinchou.
Chinchou is super calm and likes to just float around mid-water. Those glowing tips actually help it sense things in darker environments. I keep the lighting a bit dim for him and feed small floating or slow sinking foods. He doesn't rush weight, just kind of cruises up and grabs a bite.
All right, this beautiful little swimmer is Finneon. Definitely one of the most elegant fish I've ever kept.
They really like calm water and open space to swim. Too much current and those big fins make it hard for them to move comfortably.
Finneon eats small floating or slow sinking food. They're pretty gentle eaters, so I make sure the pieces are small enough for them.
This one is Goldeen. Way more graceful than my other fish, man. It's kind of like the fancy swimmer of the tank.
Goldeen spends most of its time swimming mid-water. It's not really a bottom fish, and it's not super hyper either, so it's just kind of cruising around all day. Goldeen usually eats near the surface, so flakes or small floating food work great. Just don't overfeed dive. They're elegant, but they'll still beg for more.
This tiny little one is Horsea. Super small, super gentle, and honestly really peaceful to watch.
Horsea doesn't really zoom around much. It kind of hovers and drifts, using those tiny fins to stay balanced.
I keep the water flow pretty gentle for Horsea. Strong current would push it around too much, so calm water really helps it stay comfortable.
This right here is Staryu. It kind of looks like a living starfish with a glowing gem in the middle. One cool thing about Staryu is how it slowly spins like that. It's actually how it stabilizes itself in the water.
I keep the water really clean and stable for Staryu. They do best in calm conditions with good filtration and steady parameters.
This is honestly my favorite time to just sit here and watch the tank. Everything's calm, the water's clear, and Goldeen just looks so peaceful swimming around.